When did Dubai become synonymous with chocolate? Who came up with the idea of cooking pasta in Coca-Cola? Is luxury water really becoming a thing? And I ain't talking about Fiji. And finally, a fast food fried fish sandwich that's a fan favorite at a brand name fried chicken chain. This is Outrageous Foods, where I dive in to the weirdest, wildest, most outrageous stories in food. Buckle up, because this is gonna be one wild ride. First up, the Dubai chocolate bar, or how 2025 decided to make $20 chocolate bars normal. Now, for the record, this is no average bar of Hershey's. This is a chocolate bar that's filled with pistachios, tahini, and crispy phyllo dough. It all started in 2021 at a pastry shop in Dubai. One of the co-owners, who was pregnant at the time, was craving some chocolate, and she wanted some tahini and pistachios in there, a little phyllo dough, a little crispy phyllo dough for texture. What can I say? The lady's got a palate. Then social media came into the picture. A TikTok video in December of 2023 gathered 10 million views. Next thing you know, the whole Dubai chocolate bar went global. People are literally going to the supermarket in London, England, asking for the Dubai chocolate bar. Now, how did this all work out? Well, I've got 3 reasons about why the Dubai chocolate bar became such a huge hit. First of all, visuals. I mean, looks matter. You're talking about a dark brown chocolate bar with a creamy, bright green filling. Great for the gram. I know, I'm clearly showing my age. The other thing is, these are actually really good flavors. Tahini has a nut-like flavor, even though it is a sesame seed. And when you make it creamy, you're actually doing a version of a peanut butter flavor profile. For the record, chocolate and peanut butter is an amazing flavor combination. Sorry, PB&J. Finally, it's a food trend out of the Middle East. I mean, when's the last time you heard about a trendy food coming out of the Middle East? Usually it's just some story about strife. But in 2025, the Middle East is giving us trendy chocolate bars and apparently comedy festivals in Riyadh. Who saw that coming? Bottom line, in a world of mukbangs, fast food, viral anything, and collabs with all of the above, this is actually one of the more genius foods to come out in recent years. Outrageous food rating, 9.5 out of 10. The price and demand may make it outrageous, but it actually sounds outrageously tasty. Next up, when cooking videos turn into please stop cooking videos. A content creator named Calvin Lee in Singapore came up with the idea of cooking pasta in Coca-Cola and adding slices of cheese. Yep, he boiled pasta in Coca-Cola. Upon tasting this concoction, he claimed that the pasta was sweet, slightly creamy, and the noodles really bonded to the flavors of Coke. Not surprising, the internet had a few things to say. One commenter said the sauce looks watery white and questioned the texture of the noodles. Other comments range from abort mission to why did I watch this? Now, let's talk about why this is more than just plain old gross. First up, look at the power of brand name CPG. In this case, Coke brought in millions of views. I mean, heck, I'm making a video about this. It also illustrates the nature of viral content and its ultimate desire to just make waves on the internet, even if it makes no sense in terms of flavor and logic. Finally, it really does speak to the era of food we are in, which is global, curious, and pretty darn outrageous. Would I try it? Heck no, but it would make for a good follow-up video. Outrageous food rating, 6 out of 10. The clickbait worked, but it still meant disrespecting pasta. Even though global inflation and general economic uncertainty dominate consumers' minds these days, let's roll out the red carpet for luxury water. In some fine dining restaurants in the US and beyond, you can peruse through an elaborate water menu. A water sommelier can guide you through minerality, mouthfeel, origin, and some of this water ranges anywhere from $11 a bottle to $95 for a bottle of water. All right, now this is all pretty outrageous, but here's some outrageous facts to go with this new outrageous food trend. First of all, there's a restaurant called Gwen in Los Angeles that pulled in $100,000 from selling water. One of the bottles of water they sell is from a 15,000-year-old iceberg off the coast of Newfoundland, Canada. And there are rules to drinking this water. The sommelier will tell you, no ice, no lemon. You drink it pure. Now, hang on a second. Why are people overspending on something that you can literally get for free? Well, there's new trends to consider, like there's the wellness trend, and those people really care about putting the most high-end ingredients in their body. The other thing is Gen Z. They don't drink alcohol, and when Gen Z's bawling and they go to a restaurant like Gwen and they're having their fancy food, they're gonna want to have something to drink, some fancy drinky poo. Maybe not poo, but good Lord, expensive water. All right, now this is outrageous, but I think there's something really interesting here. First of all, Gen Xers like myself would not blink dropping $100 for a bottle of wine, but Gen Z doesn't drink, and if you're at a fancy restaurant, there is no reason why you shouldn't be able to match a good beverage with the fancy food, especially if booze ain't your thing. The other thing is, man, alcohol consumption is so normalized, including the markups, and restaurants and bars have been marking up booze for years, so I guess it's water's turn. Finally, if wellness really is your thing, then you absolutely care about everything you put into your body, and maybe that means that you can do better than rusty tap water. Would I try it? Maybe if someone else is picking up the tab. Outrageous food rating, 9 out of 10. Mostly because this could be the start of a whole new BYO water trend. And in that scenario, would there be a corkage fee? Finally, the fast food twist you didn't see coming. Church's Texas Chicken, formerly Church's Chicken, apparently crushes it with a fried fish sandwich. Church's uses wild-caught Alaskan cod, panko breading, brioche bun, thinly sliced pickles, and a tartar sauce. There are reviewers out there who say this is the best fast food fish sandwich in the game. All right, there are some things to unpack here, and I think it's all pretty outrageous. First of all, the fact that a fried chicken chain pivoted to fish and is doing well, that's pretty outrageous. Also, Church's, props for using wild-caught Alaskan pollock. Also, I think the panko is a really good touch. I think that is the crunchiest breading you can do. Also, apparently the tartar sauce is nothing to sneeze at, according to reviewers on Tasting Table. Finally, just goes to show you that fast food's evolving. Yeah. We fried chicken at Church's, but we're also going to do fish now. But we're going to do it good. Bottom line is, this is a big win for Catholics looking to keep it kosher on Fridays. And for those fried chicken purists, maybe it's time to cross over. Outrageous food rating, 8.5 out of 10. I mean, fried fish sandwich at Church's? Didn't see that in the annual report. So there you have it. The Dubai chocolate phenomenon explained. The pasta that drank soda and regretted its life choices. Water so expensive it should be wearing cufflinks. And a fried fish sandwich from a fried chicken veteran. Outrageous? Absolutely. Delicious? Well, that's on you. All right, so which story blew your mind the most? Drop it in the comments. Like this video, subscribe to the channel. This is Ali Khan, Outrageous Foods. I'll catch you next week. And, oh yeah, keep cooking the pasta in the soda water. Why not?